The Knicks coaching search has just taken another big turn. Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown have now emerged as the top two targets, but is either guy the right fit to lead this team forward? Well, I've got some thoughts, let's get into it. So according to a brand new report from Sam Amick of The Athletic, the Knicks are ramping up their focus on two names in particular, Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown. Now obviously neither of these guys are splashy superstar level hires. We're not talking about Pat Riley walking through that door, but both come with legit head coaching experience, playoff resumes, and most importantly, actual ties to the Knicks front office. Let's start with Taylor Jenkins. He was the youngest coach in the NBA to reach 250 wins, and he built a strong foundation in Memphis before things unraveled last year with injuries to Ja Morant and just a chaotic season overall. Now, Jenkins is known for his disciplined, team-first mentality and most of all, defense. His Grizzlies teams consistently ranked in the top 10 defensively even when they didn't have the most talent on paper. And look, for the most part under Tibbs, our identity was a defense-first team at our core. So Jenkins feels like a natural continuation of that philosophy, just with a more modern twist. And on a personal note, I'll say it right now, I heavily prefer Jenkins over Mike Brown for this job. Why? Because defense matters. Mike Brown's teams have historically been, let's just say, not known for locking people down. If the Knicks want to build on what they've created under Tibbs, especially in the playoffs, that defensive culture still needs to continue. Now let's talk Mike Brown. He's a former Coach of the Year, has experience coaching LeBron back in Cleveland, and most recently led the Kings to that 48-win season in 2023. But he was fired by Sacramento at the beginning of last season, and even though he has a good rep as a player-friendly coach, Brown's teams, whether it's Cleveland, LA, or Sacramento, have always leaned more offense than defense. He also is a CAA client and has a strong relationship with Leon Rose, so from a front office politics standpoint, yeah, he makes sense, but stylistically, I just don't see it. You could argue that his coaching style fits better with more offensive firepower, but not necessarily the gritty, grinded out Knicks identity that we've seen the last few years. Now, timeline-wise, this search is starting to feel like it could drag a bit longer. Remember, the Knicks already got denied permission to talk with both Chris Finch and Ime Udoka. Jason Kidd is not out of the realm of possibilities, but he seems more and more likely to stay in Dallas, and Johnny Bryant is reportedly still a fan favorite, but internally doesn't sound like he's being seriously considered right now. And as we talked about earlier this week, Mike Woodson is another name Ian Begley floated, someone who's close to Leon Rose, has ties to Dolan, and already coached here once before. I personally wouldn't go back that route, but it does show how wide this net still is. And one more interesting thing before we wrap this up, Donte DiVincenzo, yes, the same Donte who was traded by the Knicks, actually once called Taylor Jenkins his, quote, go-to guy when he was a rookie in Milwaukee. He said Jenkins helped him mentally during tough stretches when he wasn't playing and always picked him up and helped him stay locked in. Now, Donte obviously isn't here anymore, but that kind of leadership, that's exactly the vibe this Knicks team could use at the helm. So bottom line, Taylor Jenkins versus Mike Brown, both are viable candidates, but for me, I think Jenkins fits the Knicks identity better. He checks the boxes on experience, culture, and most of all, defense. And that's the kind of continuity that could help this team take the next step without starting from scratch. Let me know what you think though. Is Jenkins your top choice? Do you like Mike Brown more, or are we still missing the real answer out there? And as always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss all summer long. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.